If you've been following this Lazada fiasco, it's now going on a full 13 days since they received my money of just under $4,000, 193,331 pesos. I have upwards of 500 phone calls on this order. That's a fact. Now, those phone calls include pushing redial sometimes 100+ times before the shipper answers the phone. However, when you call Lazada's customer service number, sometimes you will go through 4 prompts, four menus, and then it says that it asks you for your phone number to confirm who you are, and then it will either disconnect you, or the phone will ring 6 times, and then you'll get a busy signal, or the operator will answer, but the words coming from the agent's mouth are not understandable. They're garbled, like someone just crumpled up an old VCR tape, and you can't read it or listen to the words. That happens a lot. For a big company, their system, their phone system, is really not good at all. Hello, Dennis Adam. Thank you for stopping by. So sometimes I'll call Lazada 3-4 times before I'll get through to an operator, and sometimes an operator will get right with you. But at no point in the last 7 days has an operator told me they're going to assist me, and then at no point have they assisted me. All I'm getting is what they think I need to hear at that moment, and a fake apology, because they're not compensating me for my time. And in each phone call, they promise that they're going to get to the heart of the matter, and they don't do it. So now this is going on for 7 days, probably 9 actual Lazada customer service agents, all of which promised me they would fix the problem by getting in touch with the shipper. But even when they get in touch with the shipper, and even when they do call me back on the phone and say, we spoke with the shipper and the problem is resolved, an hour later, I'll get a message from Lazada's Supercenter, which is different than Lazada's customer service, saying that the order has been canceled because the shipper didn't ship the item out on time. Although the shipper is 100% supposedly wanting to ship the item, but Supercenter refuses to take the shipper's order because they screwed up the order twice. The shipper ordered a motorcycle. This is the shipper's fault. A motorcycle to pick up a package that weighs 530 pounds, 265 kilos. Then the very next day, the shipper ordered a van with no boom on the truck to get the unit into the van, and they don't have a forklift, supposedly. I don't know. I'm not at their warehouse. I don't believe they don't have a forklift, but they ordered a van, and they couldn't put the item in the van. So after 2 attempts, Lazada's Supercenter, the service that picks up the items, the service that has a boom truck that will pick up 7,000 pounds, the service that was ordered incorrectly twice, has now on 3 occasions sent me an email saying that they canceled the order, even though the Lazada customer service agent assures me the order hasn't been canceled monetarily. They still have my $4,000. and they still each day send a memo because they can't call their own department. They can't call into office. They can't call the shipper from the customer service. They have to send out a memo. And those memos take 24 hours to be responded to. Now, how ridiculous is that? How ridiculous is Lazada? Lazada has a customer service agent that can't call their shipping department. They have to send out a memo. So they send out a memo saying that Supercenter, the shipping part, has to send out a boom truck. I don't know if they ever got a response from Supercenter, but Supercenter, when they get that memo, they send out an email to me saying that the order has been canceled. Not the monetary part of it, but the shipper refuses to pick up the package. I mean, the Supercenter refuses to pick up the package from the shipper. So now I have emails from the shipper saying, we want to sell you that. And the reason that the shipper is now on board with getting the package to me, which is their fault that the package didn't go out. It's because I made such a stink with Lazada that you shouldn't do business with this shipper. So I have an email from Lazada saying that the shipper will be reprimanded, supposedly, for not shipping out the package when they are supposed to. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean they're going to send them an evil note saying, please don't do that again? Or does that mean that because the shipper is using Lazada to advertise their products, selling their products on Lazada's website, gathering the personal information of the buyer, and then calling the buyer on the telephone directly, saying, cancel the order and we will send you the order ourselves? Lazada knows they're doing this because it's in my chat. It wasn't until I put that in the chat that the shipper, I had maybe 5 emails to the shipper through the chat saying, please respond to my emails. Nothing. I said, okay, I will let Lazada know that you are using Lazada's website to advertise and then gathering personal information from potential buyers and then contacting those potential buyers on the telephone so there's no email correspondence to refer to, and it's only hearsay at that point, and then getting in touch with me personally and saying, cancel the order and we will sell you the order outside of Lazada's jurisdiction, and asking me to not send 193,000 pesos to the shipper directly, but 215,000 pesos directly to them. If I can get an agent in Manila to pick up 215,000 pesos, bring it to their office, they will assure me that they're going to send out the package. Meanwhile, Lazada does this service and has a truck to pick everything up and has all the paperwork and guarantees me my money, whereas if I gave the money to the shipper, there would be no guarantee to get the product or my money back. And now we're going to call Lazada on speed dial as soon as I look at my comments. Now, anybody that's been following me knows and can follow me, they know I'm telling you the accurate truth. Now, there's 500 phone calls, emails, and correspondence back and forth. And all I get is a promise that they're going to get it straightened out. Give us 24 hours. So yesterday was 48 hours from their one promise. And then I called up yesterday afternoon. And then they asked me to call back tomorrow morning, which is now. So I'll go to my page here, and I'll read the comment. Any trolls, you don't even get a shout out, trolls. You're not even going to get please don't do that again. Anybody trolling my channel, even if I think you're trolling my channel, gets deleted. And my wrenches have full authority to delete or remove somebody from my channel with or without my permission in advance. They have permission to do that. I am done with the trolls. You're not going to get any FaceTime on my channel whatsoever. I don't care. You're not going to get. I don't care if you have had a chance. Most of the trolls, I will tell you, most of the trolls, you go to their channel. Now, we had a troll this morning. I won't mention his name. I read a comment from 2 weeks ago. It was in the spam box. He doesn't know me, but he is Fat Slob Blob's personal advisor on Fat Slob Blog's channel. Guy's had a channel since 2013, has no content, no videos, no subscriptions, no liked videos, no playlists. That's a troll. Okay, and then he pretends to be smart. Meanwhile, all he really is a slob for the a slob, part of the slob army of trolls. So those people, if I go to click your link, because this guy was stupid and left a message on my channel, and then I followed his name back to his channel, those people get deleted forever. There's no, once I block you, you're blocked. There's been like 3 people I've allowed back on my channel in several years after I blocked them. That's it. The other 500 or 600 or 700 people that are blocked, they stay blocked. They don't come back. They can start a new channel, and they can try again, but they can't come back under that name. Okay, so I'm going to just push redial, and then from redial, I have to go through 2 venues before I put the order number in. Then I have to wait and put my phone number in. I have to put my phone number in, and then I have to wait on the queue, which if it's not so long, it could be like less than a minute. It's never been more than a few minutes, and you either get an operator or you get disconnected. All right, so we're through the first 3 menus. All right, so I'm going to have to just put you on wait. They give you all kinds of worthless information at the beginning of the call. For English, press 1. To check the status of an order, press 1, okay? Okay, this part is hard. 4, 1, 2, 9, 6, 7, 5, 2, 5, 7. If you don't key in your order number fast, they disconnect you. Okay, so it says the order. My order has been closed, it says. Okay, so now I have to wait. Okay, now I have to press 1. Hey, that guy thought he was gonna sneak in while I was doing something else, but he got banned. That guy thought he was going to sneak in while I was pushing the numbers. Okay, I'm waiting for an operator. See how the trolls are? They're waiting. I'm going to push the telephone number, and he snuck in with a comment. He had that comment already waiting for me to turn away from the phone. There is 0 tolerance on my page. And if I don't know who you are, I don't have to answer your call, your messages. If you want your message answered, there is a way. It's called Super Chat. That's what Super Chat was put on YouTube for. If you want to ask a question, a legitimate question, and you want to Super Chat me so that I'll notice your message and respond to your message, then use the Super Chat button or buy a super sticker or send me some PayPal. But other than that, I have no obligation to respond to anyone. Hello? Yes, Dennis. Hello? Hello? Yeah, he did that really fast. Hello? Okay, now I went through the prompts and the music stopped. But this is what happens so many times. The call just gets somehow like the music stops, but you don't get an operator. Maybe they hello, hello. Maybe they can hear me, but I can't hear them, and then I have to start the whole process over again from zero. So however long that took, 3 minutes to go through the prompts, I have to do it again and key in a 14-digit code and my phone number and pound and plus and one and this goes on sometimes for hours to do this. You know, you'll call up at 9 o'clock, you call up at 9:30, you call up at 9:45, you call up at 11 o'clock. Sometimes you'll get through once in 5 phone calls, and sometimes it goes right through. So right now, Fazio Project Manager. You sent me $3, $1 at a time in Super Chat. You don't actually qualify as a commenter, so I would be very careful. I don't know who you are. I probably never will know who you are. But for $3, you did not buy my friendship or the right to be sarcastic on my channel. And I'm only talking to you because I'm waiting for an operator. So be careful. Thank you, Dennis. You don't have the right to abuse me or even be sarcastic on my channel. $3 doesn't earn you that, right? Gotta tell you right now. I'm telling you. I did tell you. You have come in under a different jurisdiction. You sent me $1. I answered your comment because one of them was intelligent. But for $1, for $3, you don't get a lot of lateral movement on my channel. Yeah, thanks, Dennis. Sarcasm and trolling is just about the same thing. Now, if you could hear this, all you hear is a garbled message. It's like one of those old 8-track tapes that when you put it in the car when it was 20 degrees below zero, it wouldn't play. I don't even know where the speaker is on this thing. I think it's here. Anyway, I got to call back. Yeah, Fazio's project manager. You.
Hi. Good day. Welcome.
This is what this guy is a professional troll. Fazio's private. He's a professional troll. Now I got a different venue. They must have changed the message. One more comment. Okay, actually, I was just going to say one more stupid comment, and I was going to ban you. So you just got banned. Adios. You just got removed altogether. Oh, I got work to do here. Hold on. Okay, 434. Who the hell would have ever thought I could I can remember this number? Who would have thought that? Who would have thought I'm going to remember a 14-digit code? Thank you, Dennis. Oh, and now the Prazios project manager made me forget to put the pound key in, which means you're banned. Adios. Okay, so the order has been canceled by Supercenter. It says my order has been delivered or canceled. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to ask for a customer care center, and the call is going to be monitored. More numbers. And whoever that project manager was, he is a good researcher. He definitely found out my personal information. Ah, good morning, dear. Okay, mein Bundtag. Okay, so what would you like my order number so you can get an idea what's going on first? Okay, I'm doing a live stream. I have to. Okay, and when you import the notes, I think you should review at least the last two agents, because I've spoken with 5 customer agents. 6. You're the 6th person that I can remember in the last 4 days. So just try to review the last 2 customer agents' notes, please. Okay. Okay, and please, when you come back, please talk slow, okay? Hanai. Okay, thank you. Okay, I will wait. Okay, Dennis, I'm on hold for. She's going to review the notes. I mean, it's, I put it in my header, in my community page. The operators, they all speak English perfectly. They all understand English perfectly. Go ahead. Go ahead. Give it to the slob. Give it to anybody you want. All I do is just push block on it. What do I give a shit about you giving my telephone number out? And now that's 2 channels that are hidden on my page. Go ahead and give it to the slob. What do I care? What is the slob going to do with my phone number? He's going to give it to his army of trolls. I don't answer the phone anyway. I think I've answered the phone. Go ahead, give it out to everybody you want. Put it in a damn video for all I care. There's nothing that can't hurt me in any way. Everybody knows where I live. Why would I care about them getting my phone number? What are they going to do? Threaten me over the phone? Really? The slob needs to get right outside the front of my house and follow up with his bravado. That's what he needs to do. Tell him I said so. Boy, oh boy, he's going to give the fat slob, my phone number. What is that going to do? He's going to give it to his troll army? What does that mean? Then my cell phone is going to get a call from other people's cell phones, whereas if it gets out of control, I'll just go to the NBI and have them review the calls. What do I care about you? I knew you were a troll from day one. Give it out to everybody for all I care. I just don't answer the phone. But you, if I ever met the operator's back on the line. Hello? No, don't tell me that. The music stopped. When the music stopped, that's not good. Just you finish the sentence if I ever met you. You finish it. Hello? Good morning. Yes, I'm back. You're back. Okay. Yeah? Well, they sent me a cancel. Okay, so I don't think you were paying attention to the notes, or the previous customer service agents. Maybe they're stupid, okay, because they didn't put all the notes in there, and you didn't read all the notes. Maybe, do you know? Have you ever had an IQ test? Have you ever had an IQ test? And what is your IQ? 56? Is it more or less than 56? You cannot disclose that to me? Okay, so if they put in the notes what the truth was, then you would see that the order was not canceled. Supercenter. Do you see the Supercenter in the notes? Well, they've canceled my order 6 days ago, and they never sent me any money. How long do you keep my money collecting interest? How long does that happen? They cancel. Excuse me? A debit card. Four to 5 banking days? Wait a second. Did you just say the number numeral 4 to 45 banking days before I receive my refund? 45 days? That's the maximum, 45 days. That is 7 weeks, almost 7 weeks that you hold my money and collect interest. Well, that's not reasonable that you hold my money for 7 weeks. How about you give me 200,000 pesos and I hold your money for 7 weeks? Can you do that? It depends on my issuing bank. But my issuing bank is one of the biggest banks in the Philippines, and you're telling me I have to wait 45 days and I can't use that money for anything else? Oh, you people. So what? Who canceled the order? Customer service canceled the order, or Supercenter canceled the order, or the shipper canceled the order? It's in the notes. And if it's not in the notes, it's because you, customer service agents, are not doing your job. What is your name? May I ask that? What? X-Ray your name is? Wait. Say it again slowly. Spell it out. Romeo, X-Ray, Romeo Echo X-ray. Your name is Rex? Rex? Rex. Okay. So in the notes, who canceled my order? Because Albert, who I spoke with last, said the order was only canceled through the shipper. Jan, who I spoke with before Albert, said the order was not canceled by Lazada, only through the shipper. And the previous 3 operators said the same thing. So who canceled my order? Supercenter or Lazada? Lazada. And now, so it's been 5 days since I got that note. So you're telling me I might have to wait 7 more weeks and you're going to hold $4,000? It could be that long? Well, if I called up my bank right now, would I have that 193,000 pesos available to spend? Or no, it's on hold, right? So then you're holding my money and you're collecting interest on my money. If you haven't, Rex, let me explain this to you, okay? I've been in business for 38 years as a licensed contractor. At 12 o'clock midnight, at 1 second after 12 o'clock midnight, all banking transfers are complete. So all that needs to happen is you send me back my money, and 1 second after midnight, after you okay the bank transfer, at 1 second after midnight, that money is back in my account. I don't care if you're in Russia, China, Japan, Yugoslavia, Panama, it makes no difference. In 1 second after midnight, all banking transfers internationally and globally are complete. So why does it take 45 days for me to get my money back? Why? I want you to standard reversal. What it is you people holding my money for 45 days in your bank account, collecting interest on it. That's what it is, Rex. Let's call it what it is. Let's call it what it is. If my money isn't in my bank, it's in your bank, and this is a scam that you are running to hold people's money for 45 days. That's what it is. You're sorry. You're sorry for my time. You're sorry for my 500 phone calls. You're sorry for this. You're sorry for that. But you're not paying me for my time, so you're really not sorry. As a contractor, when we make a mistake on a job, if we put the wrong color toilet bowl in the bathroom, in the CR, we have to take the toilet bowl out and buy another one. That is sorry. I'm sorry I fixed the problem. You people don't fix the problem. You lie on top of lie on top of lie, and then you compound your lies because you are the first person that said the order is 100% canceled and I may have to wait 45 days for my money. So everybody else said the order isn't canceled, so somebody is lying. You are lying. Albert is lying. Jen is lying. Who's lying? Who's lying? And who has my money? So the order is 100% canceled. It was canceled on October 22nd, 2021. 100% canceled. And if I wanted to buy something else on Lazada, a different machine, I can't use that money towards the new purchase. I have to wait for it to go back in my bank or give you another 150,000 pesos for a different machine. So I have to pay more money and then wait for my original money, right? That's what you're saying? Oh, yeah. So let's just say this. Let's reflip this around. Let's say this was you. Okay. Let's say this was you. That's a great idea, Eric. Let's say this was you. Would you give Lazada 200,000 pesos and then give them another 150,000 pesos after this runaround? Would you, Rex, would you do this? Would you do that? Oh, if you needed the item, you would do so? So that means you have 350,000 pesos to play with in your bank account? You have 350,000 pesos in your personal bank account. I don't believe that. I need to have the cancellation number for the order number, please. You're going to send it to me in an email? So where is this email going to come from? From customer service, from the supercenter, or is this the escalated customer service department? Customer service. And so your name is Rex, R-E-X, right? And how long is it going to take for me to get this email with this cancellation number? 5 minutes. All right. Well, let me tell you what I'm going to do in the meantime. What I'm going to do in the meantime is every day I don't have my money, I'm going to do a Lazada review on customer service and credibility, and I'll rate you from like 1 to 100. And every day you're going to get a failing rate until I get my money. And then every day after that, you're going to get a failing rate because you have now made me waste 500 phone calls, emails, and conversations with customer service and 6 customer service agents before I found out that the order was definitely canceled. So every day I'm going to do a review on Lazada. And I have 25,000 subscribers on YouTube. How do you feel about that? Excuse me? She hung up. She said she was sorry, though. She's sorry. Okay. She says she's going to send out an email. Thanks, Eric. That was a great idea, Eric von Eric von Strokhard. He made me laugh. Yeah, she just said, she says, I'm sorry to hear that. And I'm sorry for your inconvenience. And she hung up because she can't answer. She can't answer. Please don't do a review every day. So you guys are going to get a review every day. The reviews won't take very long. I'll do because you know what? You know what I discovered when I did my previous reviews on Lazada? Number one, you're not allowed to curse at all. No cursing is allowed. Number two, now I can monetize the videos. However, they have limited monetization because I put the word scam in the title. So you're allowed to talk about online scams, but you're not allowed to put it in the title or even say the word in that, a certain company you believe is scamming you. You're not allowed to say that. Now, I don't know if this video will be allowed to be monetized or not because I just said the word scam. However, in the future, I'm zeroing down on what is allowed to be said and what is not. And on top of that, YouTube doesn't like negative reviews about companies that make them a lot of money. And Lazada makes YouTube a lot of money, one way or another. So now, today is the 27th, if I'm correct here. So now, after 5 business days, Rex told me the order was canceled. Albert said the order was still on. Jan said the order was still on. Raphael said the order was still on. I think that goes back to about the 22nd. So Raphael lied to me. Jan lied to me. Albert lied to me. And this is the first person that could get to the bottom of whether or not the order was still a legitimate order. Now, she didn't mandatorily say it's going to take 45 days. What she said was it could be and this is, I bet you they're trained to say it like this. First of all, they talk fast, so it's hard to understand them. She said it will take between 4 to 45 days. What does that sound like if you say it fast? Between 4 to 45? What does that sound like? It sounds like she flubbed the second sentence. And it says it sounds like the order could take 4 days to 45 days, or 4 or 5 days to get refunded. But it's not 4 or 5 days. It's once you give Lazada the money and they cancel the order, it's 4 to 45 days, which is 7 weeks plus, actually, 7 weeks and 3 days. So they're holding your money. She goes, we're not holding your money with interest, sir. Well, where is the money? It's not in my bank account. Can I use it to buy a different order? No, sir. So I can't use the money until I get it refunded. And she, a customer service agent, has 350,000 pesos in her bank account. Am I supposed to really believe that? I don't even know a Filipino with 350,000 pesos in their bank account that has a job. So a customer service agent that makes 18,000 pesos a month at a call center has 350,000 pesos in her bank account. Now, I don't know if that's the truth. Maybe she's married to an American, but she does not have 350,000 pesos that she put in her bank account on a call center salary. So she may have it. Her parents could be rich, and she might just be a good Filipina and working, but she did not put 350,000 pesos. The most pesos any Filipina I ever met in my entire life ever had in their bank account was 1,500 pesos. That's the most. So, and I've met countless Filipinas, never asked them for their bank balance, but if the conversation came up, I'm not embarrassed to ask them. They will ask me if I'm willing to pay for their fiduciary responsibilities for the rest of my natural life or their life. They have no problem asking me for 5,000 or 8,000 or 10,000 or 20,000 pesos for Christmas, because they don't have any pesos in the bank. Even if they have a job, they don't have pesos in the bank because their family usurps the money from them as soon as the family finds out that they have money. So I'm going to give you another heads up about Filipinos. When I pay my rent, which is a certain day of the month, there are people. Now, first of all, I've never been late on my rent. Never. Well, once I was late by 1 day, but that was, I just didn't know what day it was, and I was in the city. So the next morning at 7 a.m., my landlord was knocking on my door. Can we have the rent? I brought it out. I had the rent. I mean, I went to the city to get the rent. I thought that was rent day. So that was 1 day. I was late 1 day. How many times the landlord has asked for an advance before Christmas or before Fiesta is multiple times, and I have no problem with that. But on the day my rent is due, that day, my landlord takes the money and feeds about 8 or 12 families in the neighborhood. Rice, fish, also fish, which is very expensive, and perhaps pork. But I know fish for a fact because they go to the beach and get the fish. So on that day, she buys coffee and a crema and fish, and she always has rice. But on that day that my landlord gets the money, a dozen or so families come down the block with their children to get fed. And that's okay. That's not my money. They could do what they want with it. But you have, so in other words, even though my landlord collects rent every month for 3.5 years, her budget is minimal. They don't have really much of a savings, as far as I know. I don't care, but that's the point. Is typically Filipinos spend their money as fast as they get it. That's my point. And typically, I'm not allowed to give my landlord the money in front of other local Filipinos, even though they're her personal friends. Because if I was to take the money out of my pocket and give it to my landlord in public, which I have no problem with, my landlord will say, no, 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 no. You give later. Because if I hand them the money, and wherever they are, I don't care where they are the day of the rent. I see them, I give them the money. No, 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 no. And they want to walk away. That means I have to waste another 5 minutes, 10 minutes to go to their house or whatever to give them the money. I don't need to do that extra process, because as I hand them the money, people will be asking for a loan. They're friends of 50 or 60 or 70 years. They know they're not going to get it back. But so I have to wait until I see my landlord alone, and typically I pay the day before. But that morning that the rent is due, as many as 15, 18 people show up at her house and are looking for breakfast, a free meal. And yet, that's just the way it is here. They can't hold money. Filipinos cannot hold money. They don't understand the concept of savings. No matter what you give them, I could give you example after example of. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. I'm gonna tell you a true story, and then I'm gonna hang this live stream up, keep it under an hour. If you give a Filipino, I have never given anybody on my block cash money, ever. I don't give pesos out to the beggars in the city. First of all, that's illegal. And second of all, you could give away your life savings, and at the end of the week, if you needed 500 pesos, you're going to die of starvation. So that's number one. Number two, if you were to give every single person on my block 10,000 pesos and wait a month and ask to get back 1,000 pesos from all those people you gave. Let's say you gave 30,000 pesos out in cash. Let's say you gave 100,000 pesos out in cash. 10,000 pesos to 10 people. Come back a month later and ask those people for 1,000 pesos. Whether or not they have it, they won't give you a peso. They'll say that they had a problem, they paid for their family's dental work, they paid for an operation, their dog, whatever. You will never get back a peso. So no matter how much you give out, and then you say, look, I gave you 10,000 pesos 1 month ago, they say, yes, that was from your heart. That means from your heart means there's no thought of ever returning the favor. You gave it to them from your heart. So get it through your head. When you move here, they're going to ask you for things, and they're going to say, can you give from your heart 1,000 pesos? That means there's no thought of you getting the money back. It's not a loan. They don't ask you for a loan. They ask you, can you give from your heart 1,000 pesos? That means a gift. It's a gift. Forget about ever getting anything back. They won't even give you a 15-minute helping hand at your house to move something. They will ask you for more money when you ask them to give you a helping hand. You're never going to get reciprocity when you give pesos to a Filipino or a Filipino. It ain't going to happen. You give a Filipino 3,000 pesos to have a water meter put in because they need a water meter at their house because they're paying 150 pesos per cubic meter, and you ask them when they need the money, and they say, well, we need the money by Monday, and it's Friday morning, and I happen to be going to the bank, to the city that day. I put the 3,000 pesos in the account, in the money transfer, Now it's 4 months. They have no water meter, and they don't have my money. Yet that was a loan. In chat, I guarantee you we will give you back the money if we don't use the money for the water meter. So that was 4 months ago. They don't have a water meter. They're still paying 150 pesos per meter. The reason is because they had a problem. I won't tell you what the problem is. So basically that was a gift. But they said they would guarantee to pay me back. So when I asked them for the money, they say, "Oh, Michael, we're sorry. We cannot pay you back at this time." Do not give Filipinos money under any circumstances unless you can afford to lose that much money, because you're not getting it back. And then they had the gall to ask me for more money to have the teeth cleaned and buy snacks. After that, after they told me they couldn't pay me back the 3,500 pesos, don't give Filipinos or Filipinas money that you're not willing to just, let's just call it throwaway money. My rule is if you want money, you do work for me. Well, yeah. But I'm not going to hire a Filipino. I mean, not until I'm ready to start this whole project in full swing. And here we are back with this troll, the China Construction Bank. Okay, hide user on this channel. I don't care how many channels I have to block from you, project manager. I knew you were a troll day one. You're out of here, man. Zero tolerance. Now, there was one other factor. Oh, as far as my rule is, if you want money, you do work for me. That would mean I would have to work side by side with a Filipino when they don't follow instructions. Probably not going to happen. And in addition to Filipinos not following instructions from foreigners, you should just know that Filipinos are usually much smarter than the foreigner that they're not following the instructions for. Okay? Like, I've been a contractor, licensed contractor with my... In order to get a licensed contracting license in America, you have to go through 3 different tests. One is... one has to do with math and percentages and to figure out the job. One has to do with the actual work itself, and one has to do with legal. So, for instance, a verbal contract is the least favorable contract. Then a handwritten contract is the second least favorable. A hand-printed contract is more favorable, but a typed contract is the most favorable type of contract. And each one has to be dated and signed. So you have to know that legal procedure. And then there has to be a sub-agreement at the bottom with a time stamp, and that you have to fulfill your obligation within a certain amount of days, or there's a penalty involved. But the people here in the Philippines, let's say when the time comes, I've had many people ask me for a job, local people that I've known for 7 years, and I just tell them no. And they say, why? Why won't you hire me? I said, because you drink alcohol. No, I won't drink on the job. I said, no, but you will drink every day after the job because you have money. And then you'll come to the job with a bad attitude or not show up on the job. Or, worse yet, you'll show up late and you live 100 feet away from the job. They live 100 feet from the job, 200 feet from the job, and they come to work. They're supposed to start work at 8, which means they should be there at 7:45. They come in at 9. They have an excuse, their children, their dog, their homework, whatever. They show up at 9, and then they want to leave at 5, which cuts an hour off their time. They still take an hour for lunch. They still take their 2 breaks. They still want to get paid for the full day, and they tell you, well, I'll make it up tomorrow. And the next day, they work an extra 15 minutes. There's no way that you're going to deduct that hour from their time. They're not going to want that. It's going to be problematic. So we're done. What they all know, don't ask me if you smoke cigarettes. I don't want to smell cigarettes on my job. And don't ask me if you drink alcohol. I refuse to hire anybody locally from my area because they all drink. And let's say I've had the geniuses have come on to solve that problem. Only pay them on Saturday. What does that mean, geniuses? That means that Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, they're going to go to the local sari store and get credit for a bottle of rum. And then on Saturday, they'll pay their credit off. Thank you. I know every trick in the book because it's not just Filipinos, but I've seen this in America too. I've seen guys that were making $400, $500, $600 a week take home from my company, and they're broke on Monday because they spent that money on credit. It's not just Filipinos, it's everybody. So right now, my next show is going to be in about an hour. Let me look for that email from Rex. I do have mail, but I don't know what it is. I'm waiting for my mail to open up. Lazada status 9:08 a.m. So this is today's mail. Refund status inquiry order number 43. Waiting for it to open up. Waiting for it to open up. It is a new order number. Good day. Here it is. She did what she said. 2-in-1 rebar bender order number has been already processed through. Please check your inbox as a separate email was sent by Lazada to register Lazada email address in your Lazada account. You may see proof of the refund on your refund, and then it gives me the order number twice. And they're refunding all of my money, 193,331 pesos, and the refund was issued on 10/22. And here is balance from account reversal within 24 hours. Linked to credit card reversal. See credit card reversal below. Credit card reversal 5 to 15 banking days. Debit card reversal. Debit card reversal. Look at this crap. Look at this crap. Look at this. Debit card reversal 5 to 45 banking days. Debit reversal. Depending on bank policy. 5 to 45 days, debit card reversal. And you people think it's easy doing business here in the Philippines? Now, I have enough money to buy this machine 3 more times in that bank account. But I'm not going to do that. So, I'm not ready for the machine yet. I haven't been ready. I never said I wanted the machine ASAP. I said I want it, but I never pushed them for a delivery date. So I never said I have to have that machine by Monday. I never said that. I said, as long as I get the machine, I have an update on my phone. It canceled my live stream for a minute. I had to go back. So I never once said I have to have the money back in a hurry, which I'm not going to get now. And I never once said I have to have the order. So now they're going to make me wait up to 45 days while they collect interest for at least 5 days now. Think about how much money they can make by holding 10,000 orders in their bank for 45 days. I'm going to go back. I'm going to get rid of some trolls. I see more troll comments here. Nightbot, you're out of here. I knew you were a troll before, but you didn't put a trolling comment up, but now you did. You're out of here. Thomas Grube. Hey, Thomas. Now, thank you for stopping by. And thank you for all your support for all these years, Thomas. Thank you very much. Thomas Grube has been a very long-term, privately, supporter of my channel. And I really appreciate that, Thomas. I have several people like Thomas that just want to see me do well. They know I'm not broke, but they still contribute to the fund, to the Fazio project. If this is going to happen, this hotel, you think I'm doing all of this work for nothing? It's going to happen. And then everything will be hunky-dory. But it's going to take, I need a rebar bender. So what I'm going to do, I have no choice. Thomas Group says, that's so true. Never give money unless you can afford to not get it back. That's true. So, but I will tell you this. The person I gave the 3,000, it was 3,500 pesos to, they also wanted something else that would have cost me about 8,000 or 9,000 pesos to help them with, but that was down the line. Now they don't get that. So they got their 3,500, but they won't get their 8,000 or 9,000 peso monies for their project that they needed. And so I saved 6,000 pesos by, I knew I wasn't going to get the money back, but I never knew they weren't going to buy the water meter for their house. I wouldn't have minded if they bought the water meter, but they didn't. So now they don't have a water meter. Now they still pay 150 pesos a month to the barangay for their 150 pesos per cubic meter, which is 10 times the rate. 15 pesos per cubic meter is what I pay. Private houses pay 15 pesos per cubic meter. Now they're paying 10 times the amount for water than they would have if they put a water meter in. They don't get their 8,000 or 9,000 peso project complete, and now they pay for however long. And this is a whole family that 2 of the people in the family are outright slackers. 2 of the people are of legal working age and have never worked a day in their life at all, and yet they still want money. They still expect money. No, not 2, 3, excuse me, including the father, 3. 3 of the people have never worked a day in their life, 3 including the father, and yet they still expect people to help the family. The father is perfectly capable of working, but he's an alcoholic. Go figure. Okay, so again, I don't know who you are, Charles the Filmer, and you leave a lot of comments that I take time to read. I would better you understand I'm not going to read your comments. You're welcome to leave the comments, but I won't acknowledge your comments. Unless, of course, you want your comment read again and you send me a super chat, which is what super chat is for, Charles the Filmer. You send me super chat, I read your comment. Other than that, leave all the comments you want. Don't get out of hand. I will block you. I will block you. You can leave one once in a while, or you can send me super chat, and I'll read each one as you send me super chat. So you want to super chat me $1, I'll read your comment. You have another comment, super chat me another $1. You have 10 comments a day, you super chat me $10. But I have no obligation. And I know you always put positive comments, but I don't know that you're not a troll, like the project manager looking to get under my skin. So with that said, Jack is right. You show up at the gang box 15 minutes early. Death Flying Circus. Dennis has more kills than the Red Baron. That's true. That is true. That is true. That is true. Hey, no, treasure hunt with Captain Dave. No, he's my friend. Wait, let me see if that's really him. No, Captain Dave Treasure Hunt is my friend. You can bring him back. Please. Unless he's a troll, then it ain't going to make a difference. So my next project is, yesterday I bought, we have, the oil came from Lazada. I made gas and oil. Yes, it's you. I'm sure it is, Dave. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to go put, yesterday it took Flying Circus, you should have some private mail from a friend of mine who I trust. Let's put it like that. So I've trusted you and you've trusted me for several years. You should have some mail from a friend of mine that I trust the same way I trust you. Your option, or what you choose to do, I will go along with. But he is a trustworthy individual, just as you are. However, I keep those two things separate. It's why I didn't send you that mail. I don't think you're going to go along with it, but if you do, that's up to you. I said that we have been friends for years and you're a very private person. Probably you won't be interested, but you think about it. Just understand the man who sent it is responsible and trustworthy, but like anything else on YouTube, my friendship and your friendship has been validated. My friendship and his friendship is for quite a while has been validated, but we never know. We never know, do we? So I would trust him. I have trusted him. I do trust him. But you have to make the decision whether or not you want to do that. So I'll leave it up to you. It's a personal decision. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. But I trust him. Implicitly, I trust him. But it's up to you if you want to get involved. So thank you. Okay, you're welcome. Okay, now I got to take my medicine, yeah? Am I 3, 4, 5. Okay. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All righty. I'm going to go put my, I'm going to go have something. I'm going to have, I had my coffee, but I'm going to have another cup of coffee. I have, yesterday I was going to do a live stream. It ended up, I was going to put the still TS400 street saw back together. Now, I took that machine apart 2 years ago and determined it was either the carburetor or the coil. So I bought a new carburetor, and I bought a new carburetor kit, which are all the filters, including the air filter and the carbonate, the what they call it, like it's a silicone fuel filter. They sent me 2 silicone fuel filters, both the air filters, the carburetor, and all the hoses to the carburetor, because the machine I have, the TS400, is from the year 2001. So it started, but it would shut right off. So it was getting spark, but I thought there was an internal short in the coil. That happens. As soon as it starts, the coil gets hot internally and shuts off. Same thing happens with a spark plug. You can get a machine to start for about 2 seconds. The bar that goes from the top of the spark plug to the tip, it's broken internally. As soon as it gets hot, it separates and you lose. Okay, you just read it. You'll lose contact. So I thought it was the spark plug, but it wasn't. I couldn't check the coil, and then I thought it was the carburetor. It turned out that the carburetor was missing an entire screw. And when I matched them up last week, you see one needle valve must have fell out and fell on the floor. So when I put it back together today, I am sure it's going to run. So that's going to be my project in about an hour. And that's it. So okay. So I'll see you guys at let's just say 10:30. That'll give me. I spent all day. Now, I said I took it apart 2 years ago, but I found all the parts at 10 o'clock. Yes, at 11 o'clock yesterday morning. I had all the parts on the table, but I didn't have gas. So if I were to put it together, I wouldn't be able to show you it starting up. I wanted to do that whole process as one video. So I went to get gas, and I will tell you something else about the price of gas in the Philippines, and then I got to end the video. Gas has gone up 18% in the last 3 weeks. It was 50 pesos for 1 liter of gasoline. Now it's for regular gasoline. And there's another scam. This is the big gas scam. I'll do a separate video for this. The big gas price increase, it was 50 pesos for a liter a month ago, 30 days ago. Now it's 59 pesos per liter. Okay, so it's $1.18 a liter. Right? Yeah, $1.18 per liter. That's for regular gas. You know how much premium gas is? 1 peso more per liter. So they have a new gimmick. They made the price of regular gas almost identical to the price of high test, and then they say they balanced it out. They didn't balance anything out. They took the more expensive of the two, and they raised the lesser expensive of the two up to the higher expensive, not vice versa. They got a gimmick for everything to take our money away from us. The middle class is going to disappear. I told you this years ago. Okay, bye-bye for now. From Mr. Congeniality, and I am the nicest guy I know. Ask me. I'll tell you. I come with my own references. Dave, thanks for stopping by. $4 a gallon, it's cheaper in America than it is here. What are you, crazy? It's Filipinos make $1 an hour, and gas is $4.60 a gallon. and you're complaining about $4 a gallon and you make $30 an hour. Gas is more expensive in the Philippines right now at $1.18 per liter, not gallon. That's $4.72 a gallon. Stop complaining. Imagine being a Filipino and you have to pay $1's wages and $1 of construction wages for 1 liter of gas. Imagine how punishing that is on your bank account. It's $4.72 a gallon here. Yesterday I bought 6 liters for 690 pesos. That's, I know you're not complaining. I know you're not complaining, but I'm just saying, no, I'm talking in general to Americans. $690 pesos is, wait a second, what am I talking about? 10 liters is 690 pesos. That's $14 a gallon. I made a mistake with my math. That's 10 times 60 is 600 pesos. That's, $12 a gallon we're paying for gasoline here in the Philippines. $12 per gallon, not 50 pesos, not 60 pesos per gallon. $12 a gallon. We're paying 3 times the price of America. 3 times. So that means a Filipino has to work for 1.5 days to buy a gallon of gasoline. And that's why, one of the reasons I don't buy a car, because the gas prices will just kill you. It's cheaper to rent a truck for the day. Gotta go. Bye-bye for now. From Mr. Congeniality in the Philippines, baby. I'm Bing Permy, which means take care always. I'll be back at around 10:30 putting the still TS400 street saw back together, and then we'll find out together if it runs. And I'll show you how to replace the hoses, the coil wiring, and the carburetor, and how to store parts for 2 years so you don't lose them. I'm Bing Permy, which means take care always from the Philippines, baby.